Hello, everybody, and this is Bear and the Bear, and this is a basic guide to shields. Uh, I know a lot of your players are going to be, when they're watching this video, they're going to be thinking, okay, why is he making a video on just about shields? And the reason why I'm making this video is you would not believe how many people, especially newer players starting out, have a lot of issues with keeping shielded to be for protection, and what types of shields to use and when to use them and how to use them. So this video is going to be all about explaining uh, different types of shields and how you can get them, and how you should be using your shields. So even if you are an experienced player, I can pretty much guarantee by the end of this video you're going to learn some tips that are going to really save you probably some headaches down the road. So uh, first off the bat, let's talk about the different types of shields. If you go to your bag, which is down in the bottom middle of your screen, you click it, you go into your war category. You'll see down below you have 2-hour shields, 8-hour shields, 1-day shields, and then they have 3-day shields. All right. Now, the purpose of these different types of shields is for instance, the 2-hour shield. You can see I have 4 of the 2-hour shields. Now, if you're going to plan to go out attacking with other allies and port over near other people's hives and do attacks, it's important to have these 2-hour shields, because at certain times situations can come up to where you might have to regroup, or you're finished attacking a certain hive and you want to look for another hive to attack. You need those 2-hour shields, because at that point you can throw your 2-hour shield up, and then you can coordinate for the next attacks that you're gonna go somewhere else. I'll go more into those strategies with 2-hour shields in a separate video on attacking. But basically, your 2-hour shields is basically just an emergency shield. You throw it up for just the situation at hand to keep you safe for the moment. 8-hour shields. I have 11 of those. Those are good if you're not able to shield most of the time, and you only are looking to shield when you're sleeping, because all the other times you pay attention to your phone, your notifications, you check to make sure if you get any incoming attacks, you can log back into the game and put up a shield at that time. So your 8-hour shields are basically for just when you're sleeping or when you're at work or in situations where you're going to be away for 8 hours. Your 1-day shield. Now that's just if you just need a shield for a day. You're not going to get into the game to the next night, so you put up a shield that night, and then the following night you can log on. It's good for that. Now the 3-day shields, those are good for if you have to stay shielded. Some kingdoms can be really dangerous, and if you don't have a shield, big players, can just constantly attack your hive, your base, yourself, all the time. So the 3-day shields are the cheapest, economically speaking, for the time of shielding. So you want to use those. Now let's say a kill event's coming in 1 day from now. Well, instead of throwing another 3-day shield, you would use the 1-day shield in that situation if you're going to plan to attack and in the start of the next kill event. So 3-day shields and 1-day shields kind of go together, in regards to that certain events. You don't want to waste a 3-day shield if you're going to be attacking the next day. All right, now we're going to go to the shop. I'm going to look at the prices. You can see you don't see no 2-hour shields. You have to buy the 2-hour shields from your Alliance shop or certain events. But for the most speaking wise, if you want 2-hour shields, you buy them from your Alliance shop. If you don't have any in your Alliance shop, you can actually request for shields in your Alliance shop. You can message your officers, your leader, tell them, hey, I want to buy 2-hour shields. I want to buy 4. Can you put 4 into the Alliance shop? You always want to have 2-hour shields if you're going to plan on attacking. You can look, 8-hour shields, 450 gold. 1 day is 900. 3 day is 2400. Okay. 3 day is the cheapest. All right. Overall, for the time that you're going to be shielded. If you use three 1-day shields, that's 2,700 gold. The 3-day one's 2,400. You're saving 300 gold. If you have to be shielded for 3 days, use the 3-day shield. Okay, now we've got that. We talked about that. Now we talked about when to use the shields. 8 hours are good for sleeping and whatnot. Okay, now, like I said before, if you're in a kingdom where, unfortunately, if you have to always shield, okay, you can do an investment purchase. If that's the kind of kingdom you're in and you're really struggling, you can buy a monthly card. Okay, the Supreme card, right? 1,000 gold for 30 days. Every 3 days you're going to have 3,000 gold. Okay. So if you buy a 3-day shield, that's 2,400 gold. So every 3 days you'll be able to buy a 3-day shield and have 600 gold extra after you do that. All right. If you're in any danger, like I said, the kingdom's, it's dangerous. It's always constant attacks. There's no rules. It's not just kill events. It could happen anytime. You have to save your gold. Okay? Gold equals shields. And shields equal protecting your troops and your resources and enabling you to grow. So gold is important. Really important if you're in one of those types of kingdoms. All right? Now, if you're in just a kill event kingdom, okay, you can just buy a 3-day shield every 2 weeks when the kill event starts, and you're protected. You can keep growing and learning more in the game, and you won't have to worry about losing everything. Okay, but now let's go into as far as in regards to when you should use your 3-day shields. If you're going to be, keep protected all the time, the best time to use your shields is the same time every day. All right. Let's say, for instance, you want to make sure you can use that shield at that time every day without being sleeping or not able to. So say, for instance, like every night, you're going to be you're going to be still up at 11 p.m. at night. Maybe you go to bed at 11:30 every night. You need to put those shields up at 11 p.m. every single day if you're going to use a day shield or a 3-day shield. This way, by that evening, at 11 p.m., you got to log into the game and cast another shield up. Okay? You always want to put your shields the day and the 3 days at the same times. I can't stress the importance of this, because if you don't be consistent and shield at the same time every day, you're going to mess up eventually, and it's going to cost you. So my advice is, shield up every day. Now, another thing, here's a good tip is before you log off the game, always check your shield time because you never know. You might forget. It's not on this day. I thought I shielded. A day ago. I should have 2 more days of shields, and you only had one, or you didn't. Your shield was gonna run out that night. So always check. The easiest way to check is just go to your main hall, hit City Buff. I got 13 hours left on my shield. Okay? If I want to keep this base shielded at all times and never lose my shield, I know I need to get on in 13 hours and add another shield on. And all you do is click Peace Shield, and I can buy another 3-day and throw it right up. Alright? So those are the key things about shields. If you watch this video and you follow these tips, you're never ever going to have no shield unless you want to have no shield. The only time you're going to screw up, the only time you're not going to have a shield is intentional. So I really hope everyone that watches this pays attention to these tips, and I hope it helps you and keeps you safe and not having to lose troops and losing weeks of training. So this is Baron the Bear, and I'll talk to you guys later.